Hey everyone, it's Adrienne Thompson, and I'm back with more self-publishing tips and motivation. Today I want to talk to you all about ebook pricing and kind of give you my experience with that and my take on the price points for ebooks. Because by and large, my largest number of sales is from ebooks. Almost all of my books are available in print, but the bulk of my sales are ebook sales simply because of the distribution that's available through Amazon is much better than you know normally a self-published author can get for a paperback. So with that being said, I just if you're in the publishing business, some of this you'll already know. If you're not, you won't, but you'll know after I finish talking about it. For ebooks through Amazon, the price points as far as the royalties, between $2.99 and $9.99, you receive a 70% royalty. Anything under $2.99 or over $9.99 will receive a much lower 30% royalty. And so it would stand to reason that you would try to get your put your price in between $2.99 and $9.99. 99 cents at one point in time was a really big thing. A lot of authors were putting their books on sale for 99 cents. And I did that for a while. And the rationale for that was if it's 99 cents, then perhaps the reader will be willing to give it a chance. And that really worked well for me in the early days of my publishing journey. Blues Day and Been So Long, my first two novels, were 99 cents for a long time, probably over a year. And sales, you know, they did well at 99 cents for a very long time. And when I finally made the decision to raise the price, it's just that, you know, I had a lot of books on the market, and I felt like the 99 cent wasn't working for me anymore. Now, with that being said, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work at all anymore. But when the 99 cent price wasn't driving sales, to me it didn't make any sense to keep it at that price. It worked, you know, like I said, it didn't mean it doesn't work. It wasn't working anymore for me. But the thing I've learned with pricing ebooks is that you have to experiment. You have to move them around a little bit. And that's just business. You know, in stores, if something's not selling, they change the price. They'll drop the price. They'll have a clearance sale. They have a markdown. That's just good business. So if you have a book priced between $2.99 and $9.99 and it's not selling, then, you know, just drop the price. It doesn't have to be forever, but you can drop it for you know, a period of time. As far as the higher end of that pricing, me as a reader personally, I'm not into paying $6.99, $7.99 and up for an ebook. I'm just not. That's my personal preference. Especially if the page count is low. And I've heard a lot of readers complain about this. Complain about a book that's 100 pages but it's $9.99. And as a reader, I can kind of agree with that. That's you know, basically a novella. It's a small book for that price. And I can't argue with that. The thing I would tell the authors that are listening or watching this is that I know that we all value our work. I value my work. You know, we put a lot of time and a lot of energy into it, and we want to make a good profit, and that's totally understandable. But the key to good business is being competitive. And I've seen a lot of authors that I feel are trying to prove a point. You know, my work is worth, you know, I'm devaluing my work if I lower the price. But my goal as a writer is to be read. That's my main objective, is to be read. And if I have it priced at $7.99 and no one is buying it, then no one is reading it. If I need to drop the price to $2.99 or even 99 cents for a while, just so people will buy it and read it, then I'll do it. And that's just good business. And the way I look at this is, it doesn't devalue your work to drop the price. Because I'd like to compare it to Black Friday. You know, if you hear that a TV that you've been wanting to buy and it was $500 and they drop it to $150 on Black Friday, you're going to be in line to get that TV. You're going to buy that TV if you can get one, if there are any left, and you're going to take it home and enjoy it. And it doesn't mean that that TV is worth any less. It means that they marked the price down and you were able to get it for a better price. So that's the way I look at that. So my advice to any author is, honestly, you look at the other books in the genre, see what the price points are, make your price comparable to that. Don't be afraid to drop the price if you need to, if it's not selling. Don't be afraid to raise the price if you feel like you need to. But you know, you need to take into account your page count, the other books in the genre, and what the main objective is. Do you just want to have a high price and maybe sell a few books? Are you trying to get the book into as many hands as possible? And if you are, you're gonna have to make some adjustments. It's just not an exact science. It's not. I make adjustments, you know, as I see I need to. You know, I'll lower the price when I see that I need to. I'll raise the price when I see that I need to. I do have a level that I do not plan to go over. I have a certain price point that I don't plan to go over, and that's just a personal decision that I made based on the fact that writing for me is not just, I don't write just for entertainment. I feel like it's a more of ministry or a calling for me, and I want the books to be in as many hands as possible. So I don't want the price to be prohibitive to readers. So that was my personal, you know, preference for that. But if you see that your sales are not going the way you want them to go, then really the price is something to think about. You can't be that rigid in that price. That's just not good business. There's no business out there that never has a sale that stays open. I mean, even the high-end, you know, stores or businesses, even Gucci might have a sale sometimes, and it's okay. But if you're so rigid in that price that it's gonna be $8.99 no matter what, I don't care if I never sell a book, then I don't understand the rationale behind that. I don't understand why you're publishing the book if you don't want it to ever be in anybody's hands. And that's just me kind of on my soapbox for a few minutes. But I hope that this helps someone, because you know, you just have to experiment with the prices. You have to move them some. That's part of business. We have to get out of the personal side of it, in that my work is worth this or that. Your work is invaluable. You can't put a price on creativity. So, you know, now that we've established that, we've got to get out of that and get on the business side. We've got to be business people about this. And, you know, I just want you to consider, when pricing your books, to think about, okay, this is a business. I'm going to have to take the creative and personal, and this is my baby, hat off, and be a business person now. And so that's all I have to say about that. My motivation is, you know, if your sales are low, don't give up. You know, like I said, move your prices around, change your synopsis. You may even need to change your book cover. That's another video about book cover. I'm going to do another video about that. But, you know, just don't give up. Just keep trying. Play around with it. It's trial and error. And you'll find what you need to do to increase your sales if you just don't give up. Until later, be blessed.